Hi guys, today in this video I'll show you the very basic functions in Microsoft Excel, and I'll show you easily that how you can use these functions in Excel. So let's start. Here in this spreadsheet we can see the two different columns, which is country and name or number of students. Let's imagine it's an international university, and here in this university students come from different countries to study there, and it's number of students in any certain department on that university, and I want to know that how many students there in this department. So I use the sum function here. I want to add up these values. So to add up these values, I can use sum function here. To use sum function, I can write the sum function here, but I want to do it easily, right? So without writing sum function, what I can do easily is just click on that little insert function on the toolbar. I can just click on that little insert function, or I can do that here it's in formula tab. From formula tab, we can see insert function. I can just click on it. That it shows me a dialog box here, and I have to type here what formula I want to use, and as I want to sum up these values, so I'll use sum function. I'll write sum and then click on go. Here we can see many functions there, but from these functions I want to use sum functions, so I'll just select sum and click on OK. Here it shows me a different dialog box, and I have to select the numbers here. First I should delete this, and I'll select the numbers one by one. But it's very tiring, so I'll not do that. What I can also do, I'll just first delete these cells, and I'll just select the numbers which I want to sum up. I'll highlight the numbers, and it shows me on the below the sum up value here, the sum values of this number, and I'll just click on OK. It shows me the sum function. It shows me the sum values, that how many number students are there, and there are 225 students studying on that certain department. Okay. What I can also do, let's say I don't want to use any insert function here. I want to use more easily. I want to know the sum value more easily. So just click on delete here and just highlight the numbers and click on the Autosum function, and it's give me the value, that 225. The Autosum function is very frequently used in Excel, so it's also, we can find it on the Home tab. In editing menu, we can find that option Autosum. Let's say I want to know the formula. So how we can know it? Just click on sum function. If I double click on that cell, it shows me the formula of sum function. Now I'll go to the second question, and it is most number of students. I want to know the most number of students from which country come to this department, and here from formula bar I'll go to the Autosum. I'll click on the drop down arrow. Here different functions are showing. I'll click on max. It will determine the maximum value. Now I'll highlight the cells from which I want to determine the maximum value, and then click on enter button. It gives me 45, that from London. That means most of the students comes from London to study here. And now to determine the least number of students, what I'll do, I'll again go to the Autosum and click on mean, and then select the cells. Hit on the enter button. It's 12. That means 12 students, which is the least number of students, come from Denmark to study here. Now I want to know the second most number of students. To determine it, I will click on that insert function. Here I have to write down my function which I want to use, and I want to use here the large function. So I'll write large. Go, and then I'll select here from large function, and then okay. Here comes array. Array is the range of data which we want to select. So here array is this range of data. Now comes from, if we come k refers which we want to return back, and we want the second largest number, so k is 2 here. I'll write 2 and then click on OK. It shows me 34. That means 34 number of students come from India, which is the second largest number of students here. And then for the second least number of students, I'll use the small function here without clicking on that insert function. Now I'll type this, call small. The array is here this range, comma, as we want the second least number of students, so k is 2, close the parenthesis, hit on the enter button, and it gives me 13, which is the second least number of students which are come from Iran. We can see it on the chart. Now number of countries, that means we want to know that how many number of countries here that come from this university to study. So here I will use the count function. I'll go on insert, type count, click on go, and again I'll select the count and OK. As the range of my function, the range is this data, I'll select this range and now click on go. It shows me that there are 9 countries. There are 9 countries from which the students come here to study. Here actually the insert function is a function helper by which we can, if we don't know the function, we can take the help from insert function. It actually leads us to determine our desired value. Okay. Now let's say I want to know the number of countries from here. I'll write down the formula. Now I select the desired set of cells and then close the parenthesis, hit the enter button. It shows me 0. Why is that? Because the count function actually works on the numerical values which we worked in that cells, but this cells contains the text-based data. So this way, for that reason, it returns us the value 0. To count it, which function I have to use? I have to use another function which is called count a. It is equal then I will select the cells which I want to select and then close the parenthesis, hit on the enter button. It shows me 9. There are 9 countries. Now if we go to sheet 2, there are a few more questions which I want to answer. There are average number of students and most frequently occurs. So to determine the average number of students, I have to write down the average formula which is known to you, but from Autosum function I can find that formula also. So I'll click on the drop down arrow of Autosum. Here the average function, I'll click on it and then select the cells from which I want to determine the average number of students and click on the enter button. It's 27.33 students, which are the average number of students on that department. Now if I go to the second question, it's most frequently occurs. I want to know the most frequent numbers which it is in that text numerical cells, and it's from glancing at the numbers you can see it's 33. I will use mode function here to determine it. So the function is equal mode, and I'll select these cells. And then hit on the enter button. It's 33. So that was the basic functions in Excel which you can use easily. I try to make you understand easily how you can use this basic functions in Microsoft Excel. So guys, that was for today. If you like my video, please give a thumbs up, and also if you want to see this type of videos more in future, hit on that subscribe button and also on the notification bell so that when I'll upload my future videos, you can get notified. Thanks for watching.